So why does God allow it to happen? Why does God calm this storm and not my storm? And then there's that voice that says, maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. Maybe he won't. So either he's not good or he's not powerful. So can't he? He can. I know he can calm my storm. I know he can calm my storm because he calmed this one. And this one's the template. So he can calm my storm. So then the next question, which is fair to ask, as long as you're prepared to hear the fair answer, the next question is, if he can, why doesn't he calm mine? But is there an answer? Let's look at it from a different perspective. God allows this storm to come upon his disciples, and then he calms it. What about these same apostles? These same people are later in their life going to be stoned, beheaded, crucified, run through with a sword or a spear, mutilated, boiled alive, and other disciples with them. Why, if God calmed this storm for them, why didn't he calm that storm for them? And if I want to sit here and say, if he can calm their storm, why doesn't he calm my storm? Why don't I stop and ask myself to reflect on all the times that God has calmed other storms? Because they're there. They're just harder to see. They're harder to remember. I don't think about all the times God has calmed the storm. I only think about the storm I'm in right now, and I forget all the clear skies I've had in my life. I only think about the gray ones. And that's not fair to God. What do you want? What am I really saying there? Well, what I want is for God, the person will say, what I want is for God to put me in a bubble where no bad things ever happen to me. To put me in a protective shell, in a place where I can just be, and I'll have no storms. I'll have no hardships. I'll have no suffering. But just me? So I get the bubble, and the rest of you get to suffer? No, they'll say, no, everybody should get a bubble. What God should do is God should have a place where he puts all of his people, where there is no suffering, where there is no bad things, where there is no hardship. That's what God should do. You know what? God did that. It was called Eden. And we walked away from it. We chose to sin. We chose to leave Eden behind. Yes, I know by law he had to excise us. But we forced his hand when we sinned, when we said Eden and the one rule of it was not good enough.